Konnichiwa and welcome to Building the Bathroom Part 3. In this episode we'll be showing you how we installed a new window for that all-important garden view from the bathtub. The first step will be to take out that awful old door. Then we'll build a frame to fit the new window. We will install the new window and waterproof the outside wall using a waterproofing sheet, which we will cover with wall siding. Finally, we will insulate the inside of the wall. This is the first time that Itchy has put in a window, so he wasn't 100% sure what to expect.
My plan was to use here.
Yeah.
More difficult than we realised.
It's okay, I can take off, but need more materials.
Yeah.
I didn't cut it.
Wall siding is very thin and a bit rusty at the bottom. It's made of metal and some kind of plaster backing. With everything removed, we had a nice view of our bathroom foundation. The wood at the bottom is the dodai. The new window is 1.24 m wide by 97 centimeters high. The framework will look something like this. We started off by measuring everything and marking the position for the king studs. We used the laser to make sure that the king studs go in straight. We found that most of the pillars in this house are not, so we don't want to base our measurements entirely off them. I've requested a low window to give the best view of the garden, so Itchy's positioning it as low as he possibly can whilst not jeopardising the waterproofing. Itchy's making a dado joint to fix the window sill and header to the king studs. We got these chisels online second-hand at the same time as we got the 20 hammers. I found the sharpening stone in the house. Here comes the window. We got this on Rakuten, which is a Japanese equivalent of Amazon. This is a Lixil brand. It's double glazed. It cost 41,000 yen, which is about $370 US. We ordered this wood from Furukawa-san. It's 120 millimeters wide, 45 millimeters thick. It's hinoki, Japanese cypress. To be honest, it's probably a bit fancy to be using in a place where you won't see it. But with its natural insect repellent properties and strength, we thought it was a good choice for the window frame in the wet room. And last but not least, we added a cripple stud. Unfortunately, it was getting dark by the time we were ready to install the window. It's not a very clear video clip.
I'm gonna take a picture. Can you take it? Tape too? Yeah.せーの、よいしょ。Can you do that? Push.
Push. I want you to see. Gently.
Could you keep?
Yes. I don't want to boast, but it was a perfect fit. Itchy nailed the window into place. There we have it. The window was in. And it was perfectly straight. The window looks quite high from the outside, but the finish level of the wet room floor will be higher than it presently is. Plus the bathtub itself is quite tall. So by the time we finish, the windowsill won't be that much above the lip of the bathtub. In order to waterproof the outside wall, we start off by applying a waterproofing tape around the edge of the window. This is a breathable waterproof sheet. We'll attach it to the wall from the bottom to the top. That way, if any water gets under the wall siding, it will not be able to drip under the sheet inside the wall. It will stay on the outside of the sheet and travel down to the floor. Rachel used the Stanley knife to cut out the section on top of the window. And then we removed the backing from the waterproof tape and firmly stuck down the waterproof sheet. We were able to recycle the old piece of metal flashing. This is another part of the waterproofing process. It will direct water away from the inside of the wall. In fact, we are recycling one on the top and also on the bottom. That's the 5 p.m. village bell. We're not 100% sure what it's for, but as we also get one early in the morning and at 11:30 a.m, we suspect it might be some kind of signal to the people working in the fields that it's time to start, stop or take a break. To install the wall siding, we will start by putting up nailer blocks. For the outside wall material, there were lots of options, including using the same type of plaster and metal siding that the house currently has. We've decided to use wood because we think from a visual design perspective it will look nice with the original siding. We are planning on painting that so it won't always be brown. We also found some very affordable wood planks at the home improvement store, so we decided to go with it. In order to stop rainwater entering between the planks, we screwed another smaller piece of wood over the joining points. And there we have it, the finished outside wall. The final step is to insulate the wall, which I'm doing from the inside. I'm using the same insulation that we've used on the ceiling, given that we've got so much of it. After cutting it to size, I'm closing the end with a staple gun and then stapling it into the wall. Then, because it's the outside wall and it's the wet room, and we both hate the cold so much, I've added an extra layer of blueboard insulation. And then, because this is the wet room and we have to think about waterproofing from the inside as well as the outside, we added some more waterproof sheet to the bottom of the wall next to where the bath will be. That's it for this week. Next week we'll be doing the drains.